Mhm.
How's
Hey,
everybody?
Hello.
hey, how
Hey,
are
hey,
you all
hey.
doing? Welcome to another week of Kingdom Builders Business University. This is behind the scenes. What are we talking about behind the scenes? Well, if you don't know us, my name is Michelle Green. This is Coach Preston and Dr. Coach Mary, and we are here tonight to talk to you about what? The reasons why businesses fail every single Wednesday from 9:30 until we get finished. We are talking about a subject matter that relates to a business owner and how they can succeed. And if you don't know who we are a university that provides all types of information about being a business owner and how you can better your life in the business world. That's right. We talk about business setup, business money, credit, and funding, business management of systems and coaching programs, and all of that, in addition to business marketing, media, and sales. So there isn't anything that we don't cover. I'm talking about from the rooter to the tutor, the LLCs, the nonprofits, the trademarks, the copyrights, the licensing, everything, industry, classification codes, all of it. We cover it. So make sure that you tell a friend that's a business owner, or if you are a business owner, that you set your notifications at kb.michellegreen right now. Stop playing games with us and go ahead and set them notifications so that you will never miss another KBBU behind the scenes. Because, see, every Wednesday we have a class. And even though we are still haven't started our regular undergraduate class yet, we're doing free training for all of our KBBU alumni. So if you are a KBBU alumni, make sure that you get in on next Wednesday for the free KBBU training. Because when I say, are y'all enjoying that class? Let me just ask Preston and Mary.
Very much, very much.
Okay. Are y'all
Definitely.
learning? Are y'all learning anything in that class?
Michelle, I took the undergraduate class and I'm still learning stuff. Yes.
It's a new experience every time.
A new
Yes.
experience every single time. That's right. So whenever you are able to, make sure that you hit us up, that you give us a call. Don't do it tonight because we're not going to answer any phones tonight because we're going to be off after this. Okay. But in the morning, you can give us a call starting at 9 a.m. You can give us a call about you getting into the private strategy sessions, which is an associate's program. We also have a bachelor's certification and a VIP master's certification. And every single one of the KBBU coaches here have been through the undergraduate and the VIP masters, and they are still learning, as Dr. Mary just said. So, anyway, let's get into tonight's topic. What are the reasons why businesses fail? Well, they fail for four major reasons, and we're going to talk about them tonight. So, the first reason that we fail in business is for people, for either not having enough people or having too many people, and we don't know what to do with the people. All right. So the second thing that leads into the reason why the businesses fail is because after we get the people, we don't keep the people happy. We don't actually satisfy the needs of a product or service that we're offering, and we seem to drop the ball somewhere in between that whole equation of closing the deal and keeping the client to become a return client. So the happiness of our client usually declines after we make the sale, because sometimes we're only focused about the money. But the next thing, that the reason why our businesses fail is because of resources. We don't have the proper resources in place in our company so that we can continue to maintain and operate. Am I right? And then the final reason, of course, is because of money. Now, I know most of y'all probably would have said money is firsthand. No, 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 no. It is not. No, 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 no. It is not the first thing as to the reason why your business fail. It is the last thing, because the first thing is, in order for you to even have a successful business, you got to have people. You got to have their happiness. You got to be able to have the resources, and then the money is on the back end of it all. So we don't start with money, we end with money, and then we repeat that cycle back over with people. So let's get into this topic about reasons why the businesses fail because of people. Now, Preston, I know you like to go first, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you chime in.
You said, what's the two type of people? Not enough people and not keep people happy. There's a third factor. You can also have the wrong people.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yes, come on. You can have the
Yeah.
wrong people in business, and that's the reason why your business failed. I like that. Elaborate, Preston.
Um, my spouse, when she was living, she worked for this company, and they had the salesman side, the sales team, and they had
Yes.
the actual, developers. Well, the salesperson kept on making promises that the developers couldn't keep.
Woo!
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we got that. Yeah, we could do that." And the developers kept
Ooh!
saying, "We can do what?" All sides were not. The salesman was making the sales, but he was selling what they didn't have.
Oh
So
my
that's one aspect
goodness.
of it. No,
Okay. All
and he
right.
was
So,
real. He was real exuberant. I'm not even in the bit. I wasn't even in the company, and I knew that. That's how bad it was.
ooh. All right now. Come on through. That's a good one. So you had a wrong people as a business owner and you could fail at your company. All right, Dr. Mary, what you got to say about that? Which one you want to talk about? You want to talk
I
about
want
the
to
people?
the people because we emotional and business is not emotional. Business is business. It's there is no emotion in business, and sometimes we have the wrong people in our ear telling us to do the wrong thing, and sometimes we even know it's the wrong thing, but because they have credibility and influence with us, instead of us going through a course like KBBU who show you how to get your foundational stuff together, but we want to rely on people who have never done it before. And because they have never done it, if they have never done it, how they gonna tell you how to do it? So
Ooh,
you
I
just
like it.
emotional. Business is not emotional.
Mm.
It's really not emotional. It's procedural. It's foundational. It's all those things. But the one thing we can guarantee and we can agree on that business is not emotional.
It
No,
is
it's not.
not emotional. I like that. So a reason why the businesses are failing is because we get all in our feelings and we think that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, because I was offended easily. No,
Mm-hmm.
honey, don't take it personal. It's just business. It's
Business.
just business, honey. Let's go. And we have Coach Jars that just came into the room. Hello, hello. And we are talking about the reasons why businesses fail. So businesses fail for four reasons: for the people, for the happiness of the people, the resources, and the money. So, Coach Doris, tell us a little something about why you think that businesses fail because of any of those reasons. Are you muted? I believe.
Hi, Doris.
Hello.
There you go. There you
Hey.
go.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Yeah. Yeah, so the reason why businesses fail, people, and you said what, money?
People, happiness of the people, the resources, and money is what we are talking about tonight to all these billions of people that are watching.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, those are mean category of why. I mean, people is plays a very huge role. Um, I would say starting first would be we have the wrong perspective of how a
Mm.
business should be,
Mhm.
especially when you have not um had a business before. You don't have that experience. You don't have any knowledge on how it actually works. And so when you're coming into the arena for the first time, you have the wrong perspective, the wrong motive, and you're expecting things to be cater to you in a sense, like because as a
Mm.
consumer, because we were ingrained to think like a consumer, right?
Mhm.
So when you come into the business world, you are coming with that mindset. You don't just change overnight to be a business owner. You have to do some undoing of what you were thought as a consumer, as an employee. you know let's just leave the employee, but let's focus on the consumer, because when we look at businesses, we see that, oh, you have something to offer me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing you a good thing. I'm doing a good thing for you because I'm buying into whatever it is that you're selling. So we have that belief that that's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So when we come in the business world now and we start, setting things up and we start partnering with other people, we expect that people supposed to cater to our needs, because why
Ah,
they have a service, they need to offer that service. So when we enter that and our expectation is not met, and this is something that happened at any level, it
yes.
happens to all of us,
Yes.
right? When that expectation is not met, then we start believing that, oh, that person is not doing a good business, right? Be- because they're not meeting our expectation of what we assume. But we are failing to realize, no matter how you feel, your numbers are not going to change. If you don't call your coach, or if you don't take the necessary step, especially if it's a service that you need. This recently happened. That's why is because if you don't take that necessary step, nobody is following up with you. Nobody's
No.
ringing up your phone.
No.
Uh, you can get stuck in your ways for a couple of months and stuff. But when you see that you ain't going nowhere, then you gotta start, you have to make a shift,
Mm-hmm.
because, honey, it's like college. When you're in high school, you are, you know you good because you have people checking on you, you have the teachers baby feeding you and all that. But when you go to college, you're independent now, you're on your own. You have to make it happen, because nobody ain't gonna the teacher ain't gonna like call you to remind you, have you done your homework? No. Or,
No.
yeah.
Mm.
I
So
love
it's like that.
it.
You are in the real world where now you are not no longer just consuming, you have to produce. And the price of producing require humility. It requires you to take the step, even if nobody is watching, if nobody is rooting for you, if nobody is in your lane. You have to make the call, you have to take the action. So and then when you take the action and when you start changing that belief, then things will start happening in the way that it should. And then the money part too is another thing. It's all about the process. But the good thing about
Yes.
KBBU is, when you come in, when you come into KBBU, Michelle, you really, you don't sugarcoat it. You demonstrate exactly. You demonstrate exactly, this is the real world.
Yes. This is the
Yeah, this.
real deal right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you support, and that's how it should be, and that's what coaches are. Like, you support, I can support you, but I can't baby feed you. I can hold your hands and walk you through. You gotta want it, and it comes with a price.
Yes, it does. All right, Coach Doris, let's go. Oh my goodness, you got my wheels turning. And I see we are aligned by the Lord right now because, honey, that is where I was going. But I love how you just broke that down. That was so good because it is true that we think we are entitled to receive services from our clients and our our students or whoever it is that we are providing a service to, and vice versa, because like what you said, we being consumers, we have the wrong mindset that we are supposed to be catered to. So when we go in business, then we flip that thing around and we think that we're still supposed to be catered to. I mean, how can that be? That's an epic reason for failure. An epic reason for failure, okay? Definitely not something that we should go into business and be thinking about. As a business owner, you have to get out there and do the work. Ain't nobody gonna help hold your hand. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. No. And do you even have a coach? That's what I want to say. Is your reason for failure because you don't even have a coach? You don't have anybody that is trying to tell you what to prevent you from doing the wrongs, making the mistakes, going through things that you don't even have to go through? Do you even have somebody that can prevent that from happening in your life, in your business life? See, that's what KBBU is all about. And yes, Doris is correct. I don't play them games. I don't have time. Okay? I've been in business for a long time, over 30, almost 35 years. That's right. I started when I was 19 years old and I'm 52 years old. That's right. I told it. I know a lot of people be like, well, I'm a woman. I ain't telling my age. I don't really care. I'm just glad to be alive. Okay? Glad to be alive and know my purpose. Okay? That's the reason why people fail in business, because number one, they don't have no people, and they ain't got no people, or they got too many people and they can't provide the happiness for those people. So when we think about happiness for the people, we're looking at, it's not that you're supposed to be a people pleaser. It is supposed to be that though your customers are your customers, that you are supposed to have a level of contentment with your customer. So with your customer, your client, you are supposed to at least have them be able to smile about your product or your service. They shouldn't be like frowning and upset or down and out because of what you have took them through, where you maybe didn't show up, where you didn't call them back, where you didn't follow up. With all of these things that we have to do as business owners, we got to understand, like you said, Doris, like we're not being catered to. We are the caterer. We are the ones that now have to do the work. So in doing the work, you got to access. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I got this topic tonight from my 12-year-old son, who was laying on the floor after our training from 7:30 to 9 at KBBU, right? And he was laying on the floor and he was playing a game. And he said, listen, Mom, I got this game that I'm playing and I'm ruling my country. And it's 4 things that I'm doing to rule my country. He said, I have the people. I have the people's happiness. He said that I have the resources and I have the money. That's where this topic tonight came from a 12-year-old boy. Okay? And if a 12-year-old boy understands that he has to have these 4 key components in order to run a successful organization, and by the way, on the game, he had already made $1 trillion and something dollars. I didn't say no billion. I didn't say a million. I said $1 trillion on the game. So if we can apply this in a game from a 12-year-old boy, then why we can't apply this in our real business life? If he understands that you have to follow the pattern as a business owner to make sure you got the people. Do you have enough people? Are you going to the wrong people, like Preston said? Or do you have enough people in your business? Do you have too many people in your business? You know, what kind of people do you have? Are they the right people? When it comes to your organization, do you even know what your target audience is? And do you know how to keep your people, once you gain people, do you know how to keep them content? Do you know how to keep a level of happiness for the people? See, it is to a degree about their happiness, because if they not happy, you ain't gonna have no business. And if you ain't got no business, then why are you here? What is it that you're really supposed to be doing? That's what we got to think about. So why is your business failing tonight? Why is your business not at the peak of where it's supposed to be? Then we look at the resources. Do you have the resource? Well, Michelle, what is really a resource? A resource could be equipment. Do you have the right equipment? Do you have a computer? Do you have a desktop or a laptop? Do you have the right printer? Is it a color or a black and white? Do you have a desk? Do you have the right lighting? Do you have what you need as a resource? And resources can be natural or unnatural. Do you have the things that you need in order for your business to actually operate successfully and to be able to grow? I was talking to another one of my students earlier, and she was talking about how she had grown, and she went to an event where she thought she packaged a item where she sells sea moss, and she thought she packaged a particular kind of sea moss that she creates, but she didn't package it because she didn't have the capacity for what she was going to bring to the event. So when they were packaging her stuff, the sea moss in this package, it wasn't large enough for her to be able to carry to the event. So the people who were packaging her stuff left it at the business place. The place of business. They left her sea moss, the one that was going to be the number one seller, at the office. Now, how can she make money from that if she ain't got the right resource? So y'all understand why I said resource before the money? Because if you ain't got the right resources, she can't sell the product if she don't have the right resource. So her resources were in an endless supply in her office, and she didn't even have it at the event to sell. Isn't that crazy? So that's why it's so important for us to understand the reasons why our businesses fail is because we don't have the right stuff in place. We don't have the right people, or we have the right people, but we don't know what to do with them. Or we have the ability to have the people there, and we only allow those people to be content and happy for a certain time period. And then we just kind of drop the ball and we don't even think about or care about them no more. And then we don't have the right resources. What kind of equipment, what kind of furniture, what kind of electronics do you need in order? How do you keep replenishing your product over and over again? That is the resource. What is the supply that you are supplying to these clients that maybe you are running out of? Maybe you are running out of the ability to be able to house or have the capacity for the stuff that you need so you can make the money. Mm, 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 mm. Come on now, somebody. All right, Dr. Mary, I'm gonna go ahead and go backwards. Since we ended with Doris, we're gonna come back to you, Dr. Mary. What you got to say about all that?
So, for real, I was thinking having the wrong people in place would cause you to choose the wrong thing all around. And you have to
Ooh.
make sure, and that's why I say business is not emotional, because a lot of times the resources that you need, sometimes people just don't want to take time to do the foundational stuff to have your resources in place. They want to take shortcuts. And when you take a shortcut, it's a price to pay for taking shortcuts.
Yes, it
So
is.
business make you expand. It make you stretch. You should feel something different. Why? Because you haven't done that before. But the funny thing is, when you stretch the first time, the next time you do another business, you should still be stretching. You should still
Mhm.
be stretching. It should never be a time where you do something so you don't have no stretch nowhere in the business. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing, because my thing is either your customer gonna make you stretch, your coach gonna make you stretch, or the business itself is gonna make you stretch. You
Come
gotta be
on now.
willing. You gotta be willing to make sure the foundation of your business is so solid that as you move on, you are stretching, but you're stretching in a different area so you have the capacity to grow. It is so important with the resources. And she should have had somebody to check. You know how that last minute check, when you're going out, you gotta have that last minute check. Because the very thing you need, especially think about going on vacation and you be like, okay, I just took my little crossover off for a minute because I need to get something. And you left it with your passport and you go into another country.
Come on. Come on now.
We
Stretch.
listen, you gotta stretch. You gotta be willing to stretch. And you gotta be so willing to stretch that you learn how to be comfortable in your uncomfortableness so you can move to the next level.
I love it. I
You
love it.
gotta, you gotta.
Three areas you named that we got to make sure that we're stretching in with our business, with our coach. And what was the third one? With the people.
With the people.
Oh my
Mm.
goodness, y'all. Like, what are we doing for real? Why are we accepting the ability to stay stagnant and staying paralyzed in fear of moving and growing? Come on, Preston, what you got for me?
Because people get happy with mediocre money.
They get happy with mediocre money. That's so good. Because what is mediocre? That's the average. That's what everybody else is doing. Well, the average person that's a business owner that I know and hang around, they are millionaires. What's
I got
your
a good
average?
I got a good example. When you see you going people's business, this is a good thing, but it's a good reference when people put their first dollar that they earn up on a little plaque and put it on the wall,
Okay.
and they get happy. It's a good motivation, but it shouldn't be your everything, right?
Ooh.
That's the first of many. They ought to write that up under the first of many and more to come.
Yes.
That's the stretch.
Yes.
That's that expansion. Like my example, my very first commission as a travel agent was $4.28. And I did some cartwheels. It wasn't the money, it was the process. Here I am 6 figures later.
See?
I got the process down and I was happy. And
Woo!
I was like, okay, that's what I needed to do. That's how I had to do it, where, why. And then, like Dr. Mary said, the stretch came along. I started doing more and more business. And it's amazing. Like my testimony, it wasn't like a proposal or business plan. One of my friends from the third grade just called me and said, hey, you still do travel? And tens of thousands of dollars later, yeah, I was still doing travel. That was
See?
it. Simple question. Hey, you do travel? Uh-huh. Okay, I need this. And it just took off like a shot.
That part. That's what I'm
But
talking about.
if I wasn't ready for it, if I didn't have my capacity, if I didn't have the training, if I didn't have the knowledge, the experience, the highs and the lows, if I didn't have any of that, it would have been all. It would have been like what Cornell said tonight. If I wasn't ready, that would have been a missed opportunity. That would have
I'm
been missed money.
woo,
So,
trying to
like I
tell you
say,
today.
that wasn't that mediocre money. That was money I had to stretch for. I had to
I
sit down and
like
dig into the
that.
trenches. I had to shun a few people. Hey, I'm busy. I'm gonna call you later. They didn't know what later meant 5 minutes later, 5 days later. But I was, I'm gonna call you later. Let me get this right. Okay.
There you go. I like that. Mediocre money. Are you out there failing in business because you got mediocre mindset? Oh, about your money. About your money. All right, Doris, come on through now. What you got to say tonight?
Yes, I love that. I love that. Both
Mediocre
Dr.
money.
Mary and Preston. Yeah, I like the process. I'm gonna piggyback from that because when you understand the process of how it works, because that sorry guys.
No, no
Hello?
problem. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I have my headpiece, but earpiece, but all right. So the process, when you understand the process of how things work, life become easy. Things become simpler. Um, there is always there is a process to business. Business is not just you get up, you think about an idea, you set a goal, and then boom, things just supposed to start going in place for you. There is a order. There is certain orders, and the quickest way to grow and learn. If you want to stay stagnant, continue doing what you do.
You know.
That means just continuing searching, studying, getting freebies here and there.
Oh, let's talk about the Yes. Let's go, girl.
I getting freebies here and there, and thinking that you can wing it, you can pull this together. I have not seen, when I understood the language of success, when I understood what it takes, and the procedure, I realized every successful people, every people that is making wealth out there, they are they are speaking the same language.
Yes, they are.
They are speaking. I have done my research. I have, and just from my experience, we're all speaking the same language, because you cannot, it's a principles. You cannot say you want to be successful, but you're not willing to invest in yourself. You're not willing to invest in what it's going to take. You will keep spending your wheels until you figure it out.
Woo!
I don't know how many times I had to go back to my foundation. I don't know how many times I had to go back. And I'm not saying that once you start, you everything gonna be set up right. As things evolve, and we get in, and things, the world is changing, right?
Yes.
Technology every day is becoming more advanced, AI becoming more advanced. You are always going to be tweaking and making changes. But the main thing here is, if you understand the process, you have to, number one, you have to be okay with investing in someone who has already done what you're looking to do, have the income you're looking for, to learn from them.
Yes.
Knowledge is not free.
Come on now.
Hear hear what I'm saying. Knowledge is not free. There is a price to pay.
Mm,
You might have to stay up, have some sleepless night. Ain't free.
come on now. That's what
Okay?
I'm talking about, Doris. Let's get it.
So
Ooh, we on
you
fire tonight.
you have to be able to sit down and say, what do I need? Who is more important than the how. Who
Absolutely.
can I go to? Who has what I need? Because that is how you're going to grow. If you think you can start business and just figure it out by yourself without learning from people who have already gone, without learning from expert, and you think you're going to be successful, child, you fooling yourself, because been there, done that. Gotta go
Don't
back.
worry.
It don't work. It really depends on how fast you want to grow, and how bad you want what you say you want.
That's right. That's it right
That's all
there.
I gotta
Thank you.
say.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just wrap this thing right on up because Darson told us. She done told you now. I hope y'all listening, took all those nuggets, wrote it down, and make sure that you reapply this information because that's what KBBU behind the scenes is all about. We have class and we teach entrepreneurs on a global level as well as in private individual classroom setting. And that's why we are here because we want everybody to win, y'all. We don't want you to be a business owner out there just doing business by yourself. We want you to understand what are the real reasons why your business is failing. Why are you doing the same thing that the successful people, you're doing the opposite of what they do? And you thinking that you can't, you don't have the funds to pay for nothing. You're always making the excuses that you don't have the money. Well, in order for you to grow, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. In order for you to grow, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. And like she said earlier, it's all about humility. So if you humble yourself and you follow the right instructions, then there will be a level of honor in your life. In your business, you'll be able to see the success. You'll be able to feel the success from your people's happiness. That leads me to the happiness that I got, the joy that I got. Can't nobody take it away, the joy that I got. The world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. So here is my joy. Woo! This is the Media and Wealth Summit. And what we are doing is we are providing joy to our clients. We're bringing happiness to our clients. What kind of clients are we talking about? We're talking about every single student and every single client we've had in any of the businesses that I own. I'm talking about every single client, every single student that Dr. Tina J. Ramsey has in her businesses as well. That's right. We came together and collided with one of our marketing and media coaches. Dr. Tina J. Ramsey and I are coming to the table on October the 11th to bring to you the Media and Wealth Summit. That's right, the Media and Wealth Summit. Y'all see that? It just keep clicking on there. You can't even just go away. It won't go away because you need to go ahead and get your tickets right now. Let me tell you a little bit about this Media and Wealth Summit. The Media and Wealth Summit is an event that we are putting on for to celebrate and recognize all of our clients and all of our students in every single business that we have, but in particular, her business, which is CTR Media Network, that is streaming to all of the billions of people who are watching us right now. That's right, you. We are streaming to you, and we are streaming all over the world because of CTR Media Network. That's right, CTR Media Network is streaming to billions of people. I said billions, that's what it is. I know she said, on average 350 million, but we already know the real numbers. The real numbers is the billions. The billions of people all over the world in over 140 countries. That's where we're really streaming. Okay, so anywho, what we're doing is we're bringing happiness, we're bringing joy, we're bringing resources, we're bringing money to this Media and Wealth Summit for all of our clients and their families and their friends, and we just gonna have a big old party, y'all. And this big old party, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be providing cash giveaways. We're giving away TVs and laptops, and we're giving away grants. That's right, for the business owners. Let me let y'all see my face right now. We're giving away grants. Let's let Dr. Mary go ahead and tell us a little something about that, because she's on the. Did y'all see her on there? Did y'all see her right there on the end? It says that she is the grant expert. Okay, Dr. Mary, go ahead and tell them a little something about your giveaway.
Listen, get your tickets. I'm telling you, in the room, we're going to find funding specifically for you. That's the whole purpose. Just like the Media and Wealth Summit, we're going to find funding that everybody can. We're going to have some goodies in your bag. And this is going to be some of the goodies where you can actually, everybody can get a grant. But in order for you to get it, you got to be in the room. So in order for you to be in the room, you got to get your ticket. In order for you to get your ticket, you got to go to Eventbrite. Okay.
Now, or you can go to get your tickets at www.kbbulllc.com.
That's it. That's it right there.
So while you waiting around, I know you talking about you ain't got enough money. Don't be worried about the investment that you got to put into the equation. Let's make sure that you get your investment after you get there, because whatever you put into the business, you're going to get that and then some. So if you come into the Media and Wealth Summit, listen, you not only going to be getting cash giveaways, we're going to feed you off of that ticket. That's right. What we got on the table, y'all? We got ribs, we got mac and cheese, we got some chicken in the house, baked beans, salads, we got fries, we got something to drink. Okay, I ain't talking about no alcoholic beverage. If you're on your own with that one, go ahead and get that out of the way before you come, or just don't do it at all. Okay, but anywho, the point is that we want to have a good, clean, good time party. Okay, and we got the music, we got DJ Prince Ice on the mic. Hey, we're gonna be doing some role play. We're gonna be doing some line dances. How about that? Let me see. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Okay, where them fans at? That's what we're gonna be doing. So you need to make sure that you get to the party, because the party is about you who are watching. The party is about any new clients that we will bring in to KBBU, bring into CTR Media, bring into the credit repair business, bring into the financial business. It doesn't matter. We are going to network everything that we got, y'all, and we're going to tell y'all the secrets. Listen, let me go back to this flyer so y'all can see all the lineup. We got a wealth expert. On the wealth side, we got Mr. Lee Williams is going to be talking to us about investing money. Are you trying to retire early? Are you trying to figure out how to save money? Are you trying to just study this whole money thing, this money equation? Well, guess what? Lee going to be talking about that. And along with myself, guess what? I'm going to be talking about credit. I'm going to be talking about budgeting money. I'm going to be talking about income. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of things, business, everything. So y'all can't miss this, because I'm giving away the bank. Okay? We ain't just giving you money. We ain't just giving you electronics. We ain't just giving you grants. We gonna give you food, and we gonna give you wealth. We gonna teach you how to leave a legacy. And then on Dr. Tina's side, now she already come with the media and the marketing, baby. So everything that you can see or hear in the media realm, in the marketing realm, you're gonna get those secrets. You're also gonna have our beautiful host, Dr. Nikki Ziegler. She is going to be in the house, and she is going to be hosting her behind off. You hear me? She going to keep you laughing. She going to keep you hyped. She going to keep you going. And then we have the amazing Dr. Michael Finkley. He is going to be coming and talking about what? How to brand your business. How many of y'all don't really have a household name for your business? If you ain't got no household name, then you need a household name, and he's going to be there to teach you about how to do that. How does he know how to brand? Well, let me just give you a little bit of taste, a little something. He has people that he has interviewed from The Circle. He has Jennifer Hudson, people like, celebrities. He ain't just no rinky-dink. He is somebody, okay? He's going to be teaching you how to brand yourself. He's going to be showing you exactly how to get your logos into every household. Then we got Miss Shayna Ashby. She's going to be bridging the gap in communications and connections. She's going to show us how to be an individual and connect the dots over on the business side, and how to communicate with people. That's right. One of the reasons why our business fails is because we don't know how to talk to nobody. Okay. And when we don't know how to talk to nobody, then that's a reason why people just like leave our company, because they ain't got time for that. They don't have time for that. So why are we not learning how to talk properly so we can keep our people happy and have all the resources and the money that we need for our company? That's right. So Miss Shayna is going to be coming to the table. She's going to be coming to the stage, rather, and she is going to be talking about communications and connections. And that's right. That's what we're going to be doing, having a big old explosion on October the 11th at the River Center of Saluda Shows right here in Columbia, South Carolina. That's right. Right here in Columbia, South Carolina is where we're going to be having the event. So make sure you go to www.kbbulllc.com right now and go ahead and get your ticket. Go ahead and get your ticket today. All right, guys, that's all we have for tonight. I hope that you have learned a little something from tonight's KBBU behind the scenes, and let us know what you learned. Put it in the comments below. Actually, get in touch with us and let us know something so we can get you in the next bachelor certification program on October 22nd. That's right. Okay, do y'all have anything else y'all want to say? Y'all good? If not, then we're going to go ahead and close out and say bye-bye for tonight. But we'll see you next Wednesday at 9:30. Make sure your notifications are set, and we will go from there. All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Are you ready to win money for you or your business? It's the party of all times, the Media and Wealth Summit, Saturday, October 11th in Columbia, South Carolina. CTR Media Network and KBBU presents a one-day explosion. Cash, electronics, and grant giveaways, credit secrets, investments, logos, business startups. Become a podcast and TV host with global exposure to 350 million households. Meet DJ Prince Ice, The Savages from Wow Studio One, Soul Food, line dancing, and swag bags. Get tickets now at KBBULLC.com. KBBULLC.com.